Welcome to King Says So, a channel that advocates for one Africa, one land, one Africa, one language, one Africa, one currency, one Africa, one army. I wish to witness Africans all around the world united as one in our lifetime. Enjoy.
At White Knot Technologies, we specialize in bags, embroidery, branded wear, and screen printing. We provide the finest quality for affordable price and fast turnaround time. We make sure you'll be satisfied with your order. Visit us at 18 Fisher Avenue, Epping.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my brothers and sisters all around Africa. Thank you so much for joining this channel, King Said So. It's your boy King 053, Mr. Easy Imale Nengi, and we're back at it again with another one. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been watching this channel long enough, you know that I believe that Jacob Zuma was the best president for Africans in South Africa. I will never retrieve that statement. It's a statement that I fully believe and behind. I'm fully behind that statement. The reason for that is because Jacob Zuma was the only president in South Africa up to today that was hated, despised by white people, by the Dutch people. The Dutch people hated. The Dutch Afrikaners hated and still do till today hate Jacob Zuma with passion. In fact, I would even say if we had to put a poll that what would they choose, Jacob Zuma or Malema, most of them would choose Malema. That's how much they hated Jacob Zuma. They went for campaigns for that man to fall down. Now, Jacob Zuma, as we all know, was the head of Mkhonto Caesar. He was the military leader of the military arm of the ANC in the days where they were fighting the apartheid regime. And due to that history, he knows the ANC in and out. He's also been in the ANC for about 60 years now. I think 60 years plus. We'll speak about Mavuso, who then pulled back his resignation. I knew from the very beginning that this man has got no backbone. He's just seeking attention. But anyway, due to how the Cyril Ramaphosa period has been ongoing, people are reluctant on and rethinking about voting for the for the ANC. Really, people are thinking about it, whether it be veterans, whether it be it whoever, but people are you know what? Really, Cyril Ramaphosa is destroying this party from inside out, guys. I'm trying to find words where I can try to put it in nicely, because just like Jacob Zuma and many others, I also grew up in the ANC, in an ANC household, supporting the ANC like nobody's business. It pains some of us who's been in the ANC from a very young age to see ANC where it is today. Now, for some of us who are not patriots or followers of the ANC pre-1994, it was easy for us to almost detach. But for members like Jacob Zuma, who actually went to exile, who was prisoned, who was beaten up, members that were killed, family members that were raped, family members that were hanged because of the struggle of the ANC, in the ANC for the good, for the greater purpose. It's difficult for them to accept what the ANC is doing to them. I've said it many times. Why is it that the ANC even went the lengths of arresting Jacob Zuma, where people died when the July unrest? Now if you think this is nothing, what just happened now with this MK party, you don't know politics. You don't know who Jacob Zuma is. You don't know the amount of support that man carries behind him. But if you've been following, you know, you saw with the July unrest, you saw when he was arrested what happened. They are not even attempting to, because they still want to send him to prison for the arms deal, of which the arms deal was the arms deal for the ANC. But only one person is singled out on that arms deal, which is Jacob Zuma. Which shows us that the white monopoly is still running the court systems in our country. Because in the court systems, the judiciary, I always fumble that word, is saying nothing about the currency manipulation in South Africa. The Chief Justice is saying nothing about the currency manipulation in South Africa. I keep on saying, and I'll forever repeat this, whatever we are paying on petrol price, food price, bonds, loans, and everything is the wrong amount. Get that in your head. Whatever you are paying, I don't care if you get out and go and buy bread, whatever you are doing, you are paying the wrong amount because our rand has been manipulated with. It's been proven. It's a proven. Banks have come out and said, okay, yes, we did wrong. How much is the fine? Can we pay the fine? They've come out and said that. That's what is happening in South Africa. You know, Jacob Zuma brought his, I almost said his wife, his child, his beautiful child, my Ed, my queen. And he said there was something wrong with his voice. I did upload a full press conference for you guys, for those who want to hear the whole thing. And she read really deep stuff, very deep stuff. And one of the things that she read was speaking about Zuma, speaking about the ANC of Ramaphosa it's in the mission of killing this country. The ANC of Ramaphosa is in the mission of killing this country. From the load shedding, employing Johan Rupert was the biggest mistake this country has ever made. And there is no other mistake I can put on the level of employing Johan Rupert. Not Johan Rupert. Andre the Reiter. Why am I saying Johan Rupert? Johan Rupert is a big sellout. Andre the Reiter is the biggest mistake South Africa has ever made. He found a functional ESCOM and put it to its ground. Wrote a book and said 1 billion was being stolen every month out of ESCOM. 1 billion. Jacob Zuma told you guys, let us go for nuclear power. I think it was 1 trillion or something like that back in the days. And you guys went bananas. You went bonkers. You went crazy. The corruption of Jacob Zuma when he was working with who? The Russians. The South Africans today are supporting the Russians, even in the Ukraine war, which I don't know where is that war ending. But anyway, America has put its power to people it can bully, like the Palestinians, so they are supporting the Israelites. So it's okay. Let's listen to what Jacob Zuma said about the Cyril Ramaphosa term.
I hold a very deep commitment to my organization. I have always been ready to serve the ANC at any level, and my track record reflects that. I truly believe in the mandate of the ANC, and I will continue to serve my organization. I will die a member of the ANC. Precisely because of my deep understanding and belief in the ANC, I deeply feel the pain and disappointment of witnessing this powerful organization being reduced to an organization that has introduced practices that are foreign to its character and mission. Some of the foreign behavior and displays have led to the public losing confidence in the capabilities of the organization and losing faith and respect for its leadership. Due to these unfortunate developments, many people are vocalizing their mistrust in the organization to the extent that they are threatening not to vote for the ANC in the upcoming elections. The ANC of Ramaphosa has plunged the country into darkness with load shedding, which has ruined the economy. This could have easily been avoided by keeping the best management with successfully prevented load shedding and adopting nuclear energy many years ago. Today we are told that nuclear power has suddenly become affordable. These are just some of the key reasons for my answer to the question, what is to be done?
Like it or not, I'm telling you guys, I'm that one person who said the EFF had I need to get my numbers right. The EFF had 1.8 million people. Is that correct? I know I'm correct on that number. I just want to check what the ANC got. It got 10 point something million. On the last elections, the EFF got 1.8 million. The DA got 3.6 million, which is double the EFF. And the ANC got 10 million votes. That's the last election, local elections, okay? So how much of this 10 million is KZN and Zuma faction? Are we really going to sit down here with a straight face and say the ANC has not lost 30%, if not more, of its membership, of its voters? Huh? Are we going to sit here and say, listen, the ANC has not lost at least a minimum of 30% of its voters? People has given up on the ANC due to this ESCOM issue. Water shedding, low shedding, job shedding. It's bad. It's bad in our communities. Let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen. I can see the ANC losing about 4 million people. The youth, remember, the EFF has taken over the varsities and the colleges. Some of the votes were coming from there because SASCO was running those institutions up until the EFF came and took over. The youth, the majority of the youth, the new voters, you can put your last money on it. It's going to be EFF members. And the majority of them is going to be, there's going to be some that are going to vote DA, PA, Action SA, whatever, but the majority are going to come from the EFF. Let's be honest. And to see that the EFF has grown so much over the past only 2 years, leave the past 5 years. The past 2 years, the EFF has gained momentum like never before, especially in 2023. You saw their visits of every province. You saw them filling up venues, stadiums, community halls, arenas, whatever. They fill them up to capacity. You see new members joining in. You see small political parties joining in. And now you have Jacob Zuma who's saying, listen, I'm not going to campaign for the ANC. Let's just listen to what the daughter said when she read it. And let's break that down properly.
I have decided that I cannot and will not campaign for the ANC of Ramaphosa. My conscience will not allow me to lie to the people of South Africa and to pretend that the ANC of Ramaphosa is the ANC of Luthuli, Tambo, and Mandela. It is not the ANC that I joined and went to jail for. In this regard, I fully agree with other former leaders like Comrade Thabo Mbeki and others that it would be a betrayal to campaign for the ANC of Ramaphosa. However, I also believe that it's not enough to withdraw from the ANC campaign, which will lead our people to more misery, poverty, racism, unemployment, deepening load shedding, and a government led by sellouts and apartheid collaborators. It is also our duty to guide our people in what to do in order to save our revolution from its enemies and to achieve the society envisioned by the Freedom Charter.
Now, the ANC can say whatever it wants in KZN, but the ANC in KZN without the Jacob Zuma is not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. Eastern Cape and KZN brings the majority of the ANC voters. Those provinces, they've got them on lock. Now, Eastern Cape is going to turn against the ANC because Eastern Cape is only more poorer than Limpopo. It's one of the poorest provinces you can get, but very beautiful province, I might add. Very beautiful people, I might add. Very hardworking people, I might add. But the Eastern Cape, in the past, has been giving ANC its votes and it's been putting its weight against the ANC all this time. That is going to come to an end, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to happen anymore. It's absolutely not going to happen anymore. Excuse me, it's my alarm clock. I've been shooting content since 5 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock now. Putting in the work. So Jacob Zuma, guys, the ANC, and you don't see the type of response that you would like to see from Cyril Ramaphosa, because I think the man does not care, or the man is in the mission to kill the ANC, so he does not care. I saw the press briefing that they did. I might upload a video for you guys next week breaking that down, but for me it's like icon abafethu kwenzakalani la, kwenzakalani. Can the ANC win the KZN without Jacob Zuma? No. No, don't fool yourself. When the ANC was completely against the Jacob Zuma, even to the point where they were sending police to go and fetch that man at his home, you saw how KZN turned out to be. You saw the numbers of the people. In fact, people came from outside KZN to go and protect Jacob Zuma. That's how much command this man. That's how much Africans actually love this man. So you are telling me the ANC can win that province without Jacob Zuma? You're taking chances. You're taking chances. The only province really where the ANC will actually win is my province, which is the Northern Cape. ANC is still strong this side. Yes, the ANC is still strong this side. To be honest, the ANC this side is still strong. But I don't see them winning the Northwest. Okay, maybe the Northwest. Free State, also a maybe. Limpopo, definitely not. Western Cape, definitely not. Eastern Cape, yeah, maybe. KZN, no. Mpumalanga, maybe. Maybe. Gauteng, definitely not. No ways the ANC is winning the majority for Gauteng. Absolutely no way. No way. So for my former president to say that he will not campaign for the ANC, and with agreeing, remember, this is in agreement with Thabo Mbeki. Thabo Mbeki is also saying, listen, I'm not going to put my weight behind Cyril Ramaphosa. These people don't listen to me. These people don't listen to its people. They are counter revolutionary. They are not working for its people. So I'm not going to put my weight behind Cyril Ramaphosa. Two former presidents that are saying no. That is a big number. That is a big number. Those presidents have got loyalties behind them. People who are very loyal to them, and they are not going to vote for the ANC. Some of them are going to abstain. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Some of them I'm going to abstain and not vote for any other political party. But the thing is, they are not going to vote for the ANC, of which is a vote that is going to be lost. But as for KZN, it's a big mistake. Now let's speak about this Conto Wesizo political party. Let's first hear from the spokesperson, second in command, I believe, with a very light voice, I might add, and let's hear Jacob Zuma's thought on who he is going to vote for on the 2024 election.
That question, at least to my satisfaction. However, I'm joined now by the second deputy president of Conto Wesizo, Mr. Lebogang Beng. I think that question I am not satisfied with in terms of the response of the former president. It's only fair that I ask it to you as Conto Wesizo, and I think as one of the senior leaders, you can give me insight. Have you considered, fielding the former president as your campaign leader, as the face of your campaign, to be on the ballot on behalf of Conto Wesizo, which we know is the party that's registered to contest elections?
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you, and hi to your viewers. We have engaged the president, and the president is available. But what we are working on as a party now is to go and elect our interim structure, because we're a party of the people. So what we want to do, which was elaborated in the speech actually, is we'll go to the ground, involve the stakeholders, and work on us electing an interim structure that will take us to the elections. And then post the elections, then we'll manage everything going forward. So it hangs in the balance. The people need to say, we want X to be our president.
But you have engaged him, and he did not, rebut or maybe disapprove of your engagement with him.
Look, the engagements were quite light, and the engagements were more to test, would you be available should you be called up to be on the ballot papers? And the people will decide. But what I'll say is he is available.
So he is available. So in terms of this way forward now, there was that confusion as well. I think my other media colleagues did ask whether, Conto Wesizo contesting elections away from the ANC is actually, expelling itself away from the ANC. So as the leadership of Conto Wesizo, what's your attitude towards the ANC itself and Conto Wesizo contesting the mother body of the ANC at the polls?
I think we'll talk to that in detail, because that answer could require quite a lot of time. But crucial is we remain active ANC members. Active, we could argue what active means. But it's crucial for us to find a solution to the problems that our country faces. That's the first point. And we'll talk about that once we start going on the campaign trail. But when I say it's crucial for us to solve them, is we've tried to solve the problems within the ANC. And there was a lot of resistance. And people who didn't speak to the narrative were quickly expelled. And that became a problem where you try and come up with solutions, but you can't. So that then leads to us saying, how do we find a solution, number one, to the people of South Africa? If we can't do it through the ANC, let's find a vehicle that we can do it through.
Mr. Mlepeng, thank you very much.
Sharp, thank you for it.
Thank you for it. And that's Lebogang Mlepeng, second deputy president of Conto Wesizo. He just said to us right now that they've engaged the former president of the country, Mr. Zuma, on a lighter note, and from his attitude towards that approach, he seems to be available to
charter. I therefore wish to announce that in 2024, I will vote for the Conto Wesizo MK party.
Yeah, the spokesperson. Remember, when we speak about MK, we're speaking about Jacob Zuma was the head of the MK. He was the strategist of the military arm of the ANC. He was the one who was drawing the strategies on how to attack the ANC, the apartheid government. Excuse me, guys. He was the one who was being. That's why he was arrested with Mandela and them. He was the leader of all of these political leaders. When we speak about military reaction to the enemy, Jacob Zuma was there. So it is absolutely with no surprise to see him putting his weight behind this political party, of which, if we have to be honest, it's a non-existing political party. Um, if they do get seats, it will be because of Jacob Zuma, not because of them. It's a very small political party. When we speak about the MK people, they won't carry that amount of voters with them. Absolutely not. But it is Jacob Zuma is supporting them because of pride, because of reputation, because of loyalty. He's a person who's very loyal to the cause of the former MK, because he was the leader of the MK. There is no way he can go and say outright to say no, I'll vote for the EFF or whatever. But the MK, to be honest, does not stand a chance of winning yeah, even a seat in parliament. But if they do, that will be good. But the thing that they stand to do, just like Carl Mian's Areta joining the EFF, is them weakening the ANC. Just imagine your military arm, your veterans of the former struggle are saying we are starting our own political party. And the president, the former president of the state is saying, I'm not going to support and campaign for Cyril Ramaphosa. I'm going to support it's detrimental to the ANC's movement going forward. And every month, I can count, every month we are getting bad news for the ANC. When are we going to receive good news for this ANC? When are we going to get great news that, wow, look at the ANC has done this? They are always, when they come to our screens, it's always at a bad light. And they need to change that. They need to change that, because if they don't, I promise you guys, it's going to be ugly for the ANC next year. It's going to be ugly, because what is going to happen is that towards the elections, there's going to be panic, and people are going to start looting the monies of the government. People are going to start saving in their pocket, trying to predict that if we lose, then I need to be safe, because there's a lot of criminals in the ANC in government positions. So I foresee that doing last projects, doing fixing streets, fixing street lights, fixing everything, just to get tenders on the road, so that the money can come in, they can save something in case they lose the elections. Because when they lose the elections, many of these political appointees like MECs and deputy directors and all, they're going to go home. They're going to be fired, because they are not on permanent posts. HODs and all of them, they are gone. They are gone. They know that. So for me, I'm happy to be back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to push. I'll be moving to Mpumalanga, then Limpopo. I'm going to be very busy. In Mpumalanga, where I'm going, there's no network at my grandmother's place. In Limpopo, I hope there is network. I'm going to Guyane. I'm using Telkom, so Telkom is a stupid network. You will get updates, but not as usual as we are used to. Like 3 videos, 2 videos every day. Not like that. Maybe 1 video every 2 days or something like that. But as news unfold, I'm going to try to make sure that I update you guys on my whereabouts. So those who want to see me in Guyane, I'll be in Guyane. KwaNdebele, KwaMhlanga. If you are in around those areas and you want to see your boy King, my email is here. We can meet. I like to meet most of my fans. I'm so happy when you guys, some of you, your children are my friends, and you guys, they call me with video call. I have some supporters in Mpumalanga where the parents, they are watching me, and their children are telling them, listen, I know King, that's my brother, and they say, no, you are lying, and they do a video call. I love doing things like that, speaking to my friends, especially my older Pan-Africanist friends, because followers, because the wisdom I gain from them, an old person can just say 3 sentences, just to give you that boost in life. So we are checking to reach 10,000 subscribers. Some of you have not yet clicked the subscribe button. Please click that subscribe button. It is free to subscribe. You don't pay anything. Just click subscribe so that we can grow the following of this channel. We are trying to hit the 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Please, if you haven't already, we are, I think, 800 like behind. So 800 in 2 weeks is very much possible, ladies and gentlemen. We can do like 100 in each day. We can do 100. So I believe 800 in 2 weeks is more than enough. We can do that so that when we get into the new year and celebrating the new year, we celebrate it in style. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. It's your boy King053, Mr. Easy Imale Nengi Nengi. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. And after you pray, stand up and do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. Please leave your thoughts on the comment section about this topic of Jacob Zuma not supporting Cyril Ramaphosa and putting his weight behind the MK party. Thank you so much. I salute you.